Hey, what is up, guys? T-Sports15 here, and today we have episode number 4 of Toronto Blue Jays franchise here. So, in this episode, we're not going to have any gameplay. I made 4 big trades. It really affects our team, so I thought I could make a whole video on it. So I can get really in depth and talk about all these trades. So I just don't glance over it and don't explain why and stuff. So the first trade is with the St. Louis Cardinals. In this episode, there's 4 trades, as I said already. 3 of them, well, 2 of them are leading up to a third trade, like all 4. The one trade that I was aiming for, and then there's one just separate trade. The St. Louis trade is one of the ones that is leading up to one of the trades that I'm trying to make. So yeah. So in this trade, we're going to get Shelby Miller and Carlos Martinez, 2 potential pitchers that are like 75 and 77 overall. So they could be up next year or even this year if we can't trade for somebody. And we also get Eduardo Sanchez in this deal. And the big part about this deal that I really liked is that we only had to give up Mark Burley, who's already getting a little bit old, and he's only 80 overall. He's only going to get worse, so I didn't mind giving him up. And we get 3 good arms, 1 for the pen and 2 young prospects for the minors. And they could be these guys, they're not like Daniel Norris or Aaron Sanchez that we already have potentials. They are more like I can't say top prospects, since they could be top prospects down to the lower Daniel Norris in them. It's just they're closer to the big leagues. Shelby Miller is almost as good as Burley. He's 2 overall points lower. So yeah, we're gonna do this deal, and that is gonna be our first trade of this episode. And the next trade, we are gonna be trading for somebody who is an American. But he pitched for Canada in the World Baseball Classic. We trade for Jameson, Taillon, and also James McDonald. And we give up Carlos Martinez, and I think the other pitcher was we might have given up Eduardo Sanchez as well. So it's like a 2-for-2 deal. We pick up 1 starter that could be our 5th starter in James McDonald. But I'll tell you now that he's not going to pitch any games. He's just here so we could trade him away. And this is another one that is a lead-up trade for the big trade that I tried to make. So Carlos Martinez and it's Eduardo Sanchez for James McDonald and Jameson Taillon. And Jameson Taillon could be up in a couple years. He's a little bit lower of a prospect. So we got rid of 1 prospect, traded for 1 prospect and a guy that can pitch now. We got rid of Eduardo Sanchez, and this is the deal that I was trying to lead up to. This is probably the biggest deal of it all. We get staff ace of the Texas Rangers this year. He's pitched opening day for them. He's a really good pitcher. I always pitch well with him. In Matt Harrison, he's a really solid pitcher. I love him in this game. We also get Neftali Feliz, who is probably going to be our closer, and he's also going to be on our team for a long time. He's really young. And we also get an potential prospect, Leonis Martin, who is more of a contact hitter. I just got him back because we had to give up Colby Rasmus, which I don't mind giving up because Rajai Davis, when you move him to center field, he moves up to an 83 overall, and he's a little bit better, so I wanted to make him the full-time starter. We also have to give up James McDonald, who is part of the lead-up deal. So, yeah, we give up James McDonald, so Matt Harrison is going to be in the rotation. And we also give up Houston Street, who I don't mind giving up because we get a little bit younger with our with Neftali Feliz. And I like Neftali Feliz better as a pitcher. He's throws more velocity and a little more break. So we're going to do this deal, the biggest deal of the day, and we have 1 more deal that has no relevance to the other ones, and this one is with the Philadelphia Phillies. We're going to be getting 2 bullpen arms, Anthony Bastardo, a lefty, out of the pen because we need some lefty help, and we're also getting Michael Stutz, who's 79 overall. He's 26 years old. He's a B potential, and he usually gets up to a 96 overall in this game, so I want to get him. And we're giving up Aaron Sanchez, who's an A potential prospect, but he's pretty far from the bigs, so you never know what's going to happen in that time. And I went around looking for some other guys to get in this deal, but I don't think there was anybody else that we ended up getting. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 deal. And yeah, so really strengthened up our pen. Most of our deals, well, all the deals were for either bullpen arms or like young prospect pitchers, or we also got what's his name, Leonis Martin for center field, just to fill that void as a prospect. He could be up in a little while, and maybe we might be looking for a center fielder at like the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, depending on where we are, all these moves that we did right here were to get younger, and at the trade deadline, I might go look for one big bat, maybe center field or left field, maybe. Those are the two positions that are possibilities. Or we might even, like, I wouldn't mind getting a new second baseman or a first baseman. So those are the possibilities for the trade deadline. You can see me set my whole lineups here. I moved Bonifacio to the bottom of the lineup. He's going to hit 9. Just because he's hitting there in the regular Jays. We have a really solid bench. I really like my bench. Great defensively bench. So yeah, I send down Drew Hutchison because we don't need him, and we're gonna roll with no long reliever for the remainder of the season unless something changes. So out of the pen we have 2 lefties, Joe Thatcher and Anthony Bastardo. Our closer is going to be Neftali Feliz. I moved Casey Jansen to a middle relief job. No, I think we leave him at setup. And then our middle relievers are going to be Santos, Sanchez, Stutz, and Bastardo. So 2 lefties, 5 righties, I believe. So I think that's a pretty good balance. I like having 2 lefties. I would rather have one of my guys be a little bit more of a long reliever. But it's not too big of a deal when all your guys are really solid and they can all, like, hopefully not extend innings and stuff like that. So yeah, we end up setting down Drew Hutchison, and that is pretty much our rotation. And you can have a look at everything else. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.